Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
The Print Off The Cuff, presented by IIFL Wealth and Asset Management, corporate partner AU Small Finance Bank, in association with global insurance brokers, airline partner SpiceJet, in alliance with Indraprastha Apollo Hospitals.
Did you ever think that, look, I have to now find a new business, and what will I do with all this tamjam that I've built all over the country?
Yeah, 850 odd screens throughout the country since 31 years. That's all I was doing. My problem is cricket का example देता हूँ. सचिन से सिर्फ आप बैटिंग करा सकते हो. मेरे को seriously कुछ आता ही नहीं है. The only thing I know is how to build cinemas. If I can, little bit in all humility. Leg room, seat width, sound, projection system, screens. That's it. Creating that experiential wow factor. So I was very, challenging and questioning this thing about putting all your eggs in one basket. Doing one thing, but doing it very well. So I think the pandemic made us think. But then I honestly didn't know what else to do. I was just hoping that this revives. And I had this belief in humanity. I had belief in the Indian market.
Yeah, because you were no good at setting up a bank.
No.
Right. so this is all. So that's a question that I get asked also, that, you've started a digital platform. Do you know anything about technology? I tell them I know nothing about technology, but I know one thing, and I'll keep doing it. I know how to generate a story.
Right.
How to create a story, how to write a story, how to have a story packaged, how to edit a story. अब कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म पे कहाँ जाता है, ये कोई आदमी बैठा हुआ कहीं पे सैन फ्रांसिस्को में, सिलिकॉन वैली में या बैंगलोर में, people will figure out and they'll come up with platforms. I'm just not letting myself be. You can't disintermediate journalism.
Correct. That's right.
Platforms will change. So that is how you are looking at it. Do you ever think of going into OTTs yourself?
No, now it's very tough, I find. Because, as I said, they're behemoths. The playing level playing field change हो गई है बहुत. Disney has invested so much money with Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO Max. Everybody is very, very deeply entrenched. It's no point trying to be a Me Too. There are about 50 odd OTT players in India itself. So it's very difficult. I want to stick to this channel. I think this channel is here to stay. Because people will see the movie on the big screen, then it will go to other platforms.
Now, safety. A lot of people ask, and I have a question also from one of our subscribers, who says, have you put any provisions to check for double vaccination of cinema goers? And if not, do you have separate enclosures for them?
Actually, double vaccination has become a mandatory thing now. So customers, our own people have to be double vaccinated. So most of the state governments that we were interfacing with to allow us to open, they made it mandatory. And secondly, a lot of states have made it mandatory. So we can't really have people now who are not double vaccinated.
Yeah. So you will check outside.
That we check outside.
You will check outside. So there is it's not as if unvaccinated ones can come, but you have a separate enclosure.
No, because there is actually, you have to wear a mask.
Right.
And plus there is a seat gap. Plus studies are there.
No, that we saw those. That's the reason even when we walked through it, we both had our masks on, because not to break the protocol.
Correct.
Yes.
But just to add one more thing in the pecking order, I studied the Queensland University, report that came. Then Johns Hopkins came with a report. But in the pecking order, there are other activities which are much worse in terms of the spread. Here, actually, you're sitting quietly, watching this on the big screen. You're not talking to each other, and you're wearing a mask. So, but in a restaurant, for example, with due respect to all my friends in hospitality, you're sitting at 3 feet distance, you take your mask off and you're talking. So bars, concert halls, restaurants open much later than cinema halls all over the world. For some reason in India, there was a perception. And plus 9 meters heights, in any case with HEPA filters, are something in the auditoriums where people spend, this is a transitional space. So bulk of the time is spent in the auditoriums, are not considered risky anywhere in the world. But एक वहम बन गया है. और उसको बहुत मुश्किल से
we put HEPA filters in our newsroom also. Very small organization, short for money all the time, but we still invested in HEPA filters.
Yeah, so actually, but in the pecking order, metros, restaurants, all these opened much later all over the world, and cinemas opened first for the reason that I told you earlier. In India में बाकी सारी चीजें पहले खुल गई. मेट्रो खुल गए, बाजार खुल गए, रेस्टोरेंट खुल गए, हर चीज खुल गई, और सिनेमा एंड में खुला. कई governments ने पहले खोल दिया. Some state governments got it straight away when we send the reports.
But it's a question of, I think we also respond to what is most visible.
Correct.
Look at Maharashtra government and film production, for example.
Right.
It's taken the longest time for any economic activity to start.
Correct.
Is that a point of concern for you?
Maharashtra was, because we have screens in about 74, 75 cities, and India, 90% of the revenues come from Indian movies. तो इंडियन मूवीज का जो हब है मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है वो बॉम्बे में होती है. अगर बॉम्बे पिक्चर नहीं रिलीज करेगा then there's no point having cinemas because nothing comes. South is separate because they have their own 4 languages.
The Print Off The Cuff, presented by IIFL Wealth and Asset Management, corporate partner AU Small Finance Bank, in association with global insurance brokers, airline partner SpiceJet, in alliance with Indraprastha Apollo Hospitals.